Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to a new episode of the Capcom vs Konami series. This is the Chilean Retro Gamer, and today I'm going to be starting a new playthrough. As you can tell, I'm going to be playing Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge on the Game Boy. This version in particular, or this title rather, came out only on the Game Boy as part of the Castlevania series that came out exclusively on this portable system. Gonna be selecting stage, as we can tell. First stage I'm gonna be playing is Crystal Castle. So this version this title is part of the Castlevania series that came out on the Game Boy. Starting with the Castlevania Adventure, this is the sequel to it, and then we have Castlevania Legends. I'm not so sure if one is supposed to be, in terms of plot and everything, a sequel to the previous game, but at least the gameplay is quite similar. As you can tell, this pretty much plays like the Castlevania Adventure. And here the character moves kind of slow. Well, that's one of the main complaints I actually heard quite a few times when it comes to reviewing the Game Boy Castlevania games specifically. And as you can tell, I am gathering some extra power-ups for me to throw fireballs, apparently. Range attacks, basically, which is something we didn't see on the actual Castlevania games on the Super Nintendo or the NES or the Super Nintendo, for example. By the way, I'm probably not gonna be doing so much commentary here because the basics here are quite clear. Everyone pretty much knows by now how Castlevania plays in general terms. Basically trying to point out the big differences between this game and the actual Castlevania titles. When I say actual, I'm referring to the console titles. But yeah, in here the character is way slower than the other Castlevania games, as I said before. You also have a sub-weapon, as you can tell. I started with the Holy Water, now I got the Axe. You also get hearts, which are basically the amount of times you can throw this extra weapon, which can be used in the exact same way as the other Castlevania games, pressing up plus the attack button. And in here, there are different rooms which are basically separated by, well, you can see these typical doors, but also through these ropes, this climbing ability that it's very proper of the Game Boy titles. I remember this eyes also were in the first game, referring to the Game Boy one, the Castlevania Adventure, which was, by the way, one of the first Game Boy titles ever released, because it came out in '89, this came out in '91. It's kind of difficult not to get hit in there if you are trying to climb by normal means. The thing is, I cannot jump off, otherwise I would die. So more of this. I remember some sections like this in the previous game as well. So yeah, it resembles a lot the first title, and it attempts to have very similar elements from it. Well, I guess now it's just a matter of timing to wait until the spikes pretty much touch the rope and then go back. Then it would be time for me to climb down. Oh, look at that, that was a complete accident. I was about to get hit and decided just to jump off to see what happened. I don't know, I would have found a platform by accident or something. But I guess I was supposed to find that extra platform, even if it was an accident after all. Oh, I see, you have to like hold the jump button while climbing down to go down faster. Now it makes sense. Yeah, there you go. That was kind of strange. I was just testing out certain buttons and it suddenly works. Well, here I gotta time it, obviously. I don't even have to kill these eyes, just wait for an empty space to be there for me to pass through that gap. Well, I said I wasn't going to do so much commentary, but I cannot shut up right now. But yeah, there are many things to explain here in terms of the basic controls. Again, the range attack, as we can tell there, is pretty useful. Probably not as powerful as actually hitting the enemies with the whip itself. I think the whip is more powerful by default. But you know, if you need to keep some distance from certain enemies for you not to get hit, the range attack is pretty much perfect for such situations. Well, I would have liked to keep the axe, as you can tell. I got the holy water accidentally. Would have been a lot more useful to kill these bats, and yeah, I would have made it through here without taking a single hit. No big deal. These are new enemies, I don't remember them at all. Well, I suppose these doors are basically just like the main stages within a big stage, so to speak, in the actual Castlevania games. Meaning, once you die, you're gonna restart from this point on, and, well, music stopped. It means you are getting closer to a boss battle. And they give you some candles for you to get some extra weapons or hearts. I realized there were some coins. This wall apparently gives you power-ups as well. I guess the money or the coins are used for, I don't know, a score or something like that. I don't see any score down there in the data. As you can tell there, I have to hit this enemy a couple of times, then you get escape from this lightning attack. Well, I couldn't make it this time, but even the holy water is useful to hit the enemy. But again, you cannot do it all the time. You gotta hit him like 2 or 3 times at most. That's all what you can do, and then you gotta go away before the cloud, you know, does its thing. The sequence is gonna get repeated until you are done with the battle, basically, so no changes are to be expected in this battle. Couple more hits and the done will be... oh, the job will be done, not the done will be job. Usually make that mistake. That's weird, I thought I hit him twice. Regardless, this battle is rather easy. Remember, there isn't first, second or third level. You can select levels or stages, so I assume they all have a similar level of difficulty, and yeah, there is score. So I assume the coins you get throughout the way basically have a score increasing purpose. Anyway, I'm done for now. Next time I'm going to be playing another of these stages. See you later.